5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky of the Chicago Bulls, radio play-by-play, and congratulations to everyone involved with the PC3 Academy Awards celebration tonight. And I want to tell you something about awards and everything that goes with it. Number one, it is significant because you are honored. And I think anytime we can achieve something in life, it really truly is a celebration. But I also want to make sure that it is what you do with this moment for the future. So while you embrace this night, and I truly want you to embrace this night, I also want you to make it an impactful night. How you're going to take this moment and take it to the next level, and the next level, and the next level. And I'm not only just talking about your achievement as far as what you've accomplished in the radio, television, digital world that you're about to embark on, but I'm talking about as a human being. I'm talking about giving back. I'm talking about kindness. I'm talking about politeness. I'm talking about integrity. I'm talking about character. I'm talking about all these things that go into making sure that you represent the best of your abilities, the genuine you who you are. And that's why I always tell people, you know what? Here's the thing. Be you, just you. Be the best version of you. And if you do that, then I think you're going to be just fine. But again, I want to congratulate the students. I want to congratulate the parents. I want to congratulate the family members and say thank you. This is quite an event. I wish I could be there. But meantime, I want to say thank you for the invite, and I appreciate all of you. Congratulations, and enjoy the night. Thank you.
All right, how about it for Asher and that incredible opening, and also our special thanks to Chuck Swirsky of the Chicago Bulls. Pretty amazing. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the third annual PC3 Academy Awards. All right, come on, guys. The school year is almost over. Let's try that again. Welcome to the third annual PC3 Academy Awards. There we go. Well, we've come to the end of another school year. My name is Josh Harbath, and I am the head instructor for radio and television here at the Porter County Career Center. For those that may be seeing me for the first time, this is my second year here at the Career Center, my 15th year in education, and my 23rd year as a member of the working media. For the past 9 months, I've had the pleasure of teaching your students, preparing them for the real world, and sharing many unforgettable experiences. From live sports, to shows at the Opera House, to live radio, to commercials, to studio antics, and yes, even chicken jockeys. I've truly seen it all this year. With each and every school year, we go through amazing highs, tough lows, but through it all, we always strive to bring you amazing content and to help each student explore their creativity. We here at PC3 truly take the time to help find a student's passion. However, we cannot do this without the support of our coworkers, administrators, sponsors, parents, families, and friends. Parents, I want to thank you. Thank you for all you do for your students. Whether it's buying that memory card when your student inevitably loses the one that we give them at the beginning of the year, or wondering why your student is up at 3 a.m. trying to edit that project that was due 2 days ago, I thank you. Parents and family members, please give yourselves a round of applause. I also wanted to take the time to thank all of our sponsors. While I could take up the rest of the night thanking all of our fine sponsors and supporters, I'll save a little bit of time because many of whom you will hear from tonight. However, I will say without you, PC3 wouldn't be what it is today. We truly cherish our community relationships and hope to continue the current ones for many years to come, as well as adding more in the future. Finally, to you, the students. Without your creativity and passion, PC3 would not be what it is today. Mr. Jennings and I talk a lot about being the building blocks to grow the program and the legacy you leave. This packed auditorium is truly an indication of all your hard work that you put in this year. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, I must preface this night by saying that inevitably, something is going to go wrong. There's sure to be a misspelling, a mispronunciation, a technical difficulty, or something. So, just to cover my bases, please contact Principal Kyle Bessich. His email is kbessich@pces.k12.in.us. But on a serious note, I can't thank Mr. Bessich enough for what he's done with our program this year. He's been a tremendous asset to the Career Center team and a great help to myself and PC3. Thank you to Mr. Bessich, Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Ellis, Mrs. Sorensen, Mrs. Carpenter, Mrs. Schumann, and our entire staff at the Career Center for your support this year. Now, I'm done talking. Without any further ado, it's time to tag in my tag team partner, our radio guru, our streaming manager, the one and only Mr. Rich Jennings.
Okay. And here's your first technical difficulty of the night. Okay, we're going to make this short and sweet. It has been an absolute honor and privilege to work with the kids this year. Like Mr. Harbath has said, we've had some pretty big highs and some pretty big lows this year, and it's been incredible to watch the kids as they all continue to grow. And I agree and second his statement that we could not have done it without the help of our amazing sponsors this year, and supporters have made it possible for us to do a lot more than we have in the past. Every year we try and find everybody's passion. That's what we tell everybody at the beginning of the year, and to kind of dive into and watch these kids find their passion, you'll see it on display tonight. So give yourselves a round of applause. So without further ado, I told you, man, a few words. We're going to bring up our illustrious leader of the PCC, Miss Audra Peterson. It's going to have to be over there.
Thank you, and welcome again, parents and students and family members, for being here. And also, I want to reiterate the thank you to our sponsors. We are very blessed to have wonderful sponsors for this program, as well as many of our other programs. This evening is probably one of the coolest nights of our school year, because, especially for me, because I get the opportunity to see the talents. We see it throughout the school year. We've got the scrolling video. We have our YouTube, so we get a chance to see some of that. I have had the opportunity to go out and see the students live at the football field and at games. So, and I'm always the one that gets the text that says, from the superintendents, that says, hey, Josh, or hey, they need to do this, and then I'm texting Josh right away and saying, oops, you spelled Maryville wrong. And just kidding. But anyway, this is a great opportunity. It's a wonderful night. I have to say that the talent and the opportunities that this particular class has had the opportunity to do has been extremely amazing. These young people, to think that they're juniors and seniors in high school, putting out some of the things that they have put out are absolutely unbelievable. And the experiences that our students have had the opportunity to experience this year, from Matt's game at Notre Dame to going to the Chicago Bulls and participating in ESPN broadcasts, it's absolutely amazing. A lot of talent, and I can't wait to see where these students go. Special thanks too to Josh and to Rich for everything that they do and the time that they spend with these students. So thank you again for being here. And I get the wonderful opportunity of one of the advisory committee members, as well as a sponsor, and whenever we tap him on the shoulder, he is always there for us. The infamous Chris Mallman, who is founder of Northwest Indiana and has a photographer here tonight with us, a lifer. So I'm sure they'll have those posted for us, but please help me in welcoming Chris Mallman to present the next awards.
Illustrious, I don't think it is, or whatever fancy word she said. I've had the opportunity going back to 2009 when I first started Valpo Life and Portage Life and all the other lives to come. I had the opportunity to work with the Career Center, and actually the Career Center, I think Audra knows this story, but the Career Center is one of the two reasons why I actually started Valpo Life. I moved here after spending my life in the financial markets after marrying a Valpo girl about 32 years ago. And when I came here, I found so many positive things that I could get involved in, and one of them was as a board member or an advisory member for the Career Center. And I just said, these people are just unbelievably fantastic. They're training these kids to come out and, as the adults in the room would say, act like adults. They talk, they shake your hand, they say hello, they show up to work. They're really bright, energetic kids that, through the passion of what they found at the Career Center, have actually exploded in life, exploded in confidence and their ability to deliver, whether it's nursing or robotic or their CAD design, the shop programs, building homes, literally so many different avenues. And it inspired the heck out of me. And I also got involved in the Valpo Schools Foundation, which gives out scholarships for kids and teacher grants. Long story short, I couldn't understand why everybody wasn't writing about these people, because they're great. You think about the amount of energy that Josh and Rich put into these kids, it's off the charts. It's absolutely incomparable how much energy is getting poured into those kids. And then, as you see with a couple of the alumni here tonight, that stays as a connection forever. These two will be advisors to these kids literally as long as they live. And from a parent's perspective, I've got 4 kids, they're all grown now. This place is a godsend because it gives kids a chance to say, what might I be interested in? What could I try? And that gives me an idea of what I might want to do ahead of graduation. I'm not supposed to talk this long, I know. But I hired 3 kids from the Career Center in 2009, and since then have hired a dozen more. 2 past Career Center kids are current employees of ours while they're away at school, Dylan and Lana right here. And Lana's coming back to work with us for the summer, and that's probably the 15th kid from Porter County Career Center we've hired. This is a testament to the program, the school. The kids show up to work, they learn all the time. And we've got kids that are freshmen or sophomores in college that are teaching us how to do things. So I want to thank the Career Center. We couldn't be happier to work with you and the kids. I want to particularly shout out these 2. The amount of energy they put into your kids is absolutely heroic, and whatever you don't see, it's 10 times as much as that. Or whatever you think you see, it's 10 times as much as that. So now I'll get to the real part. I'm going to do the best feature segment. And feature segments are the backbone of most news organizations. In a time where headlines flash across the screens and stories are condensed into just a few seconds, in-depth news coverage reminds us why journalism matters. It moves beyond surface details, it asks harder questions, it uncovers layers of complexity in important issues like politics, health, the environment, and human rights, topics that simply can't be explained in a 30-second clip. These are the nominees for Best Feature Segment.
Throughout the year, students work on different stories and promos. These can include promos for concerts, sporting events, clubs, and more. Let's take a look at the nominees for Best Feature Segment. Notre Dame Senior Night by Matt.
So what is your favorite Notre Dame hockey memory?
Tonight was probably up there. Just having my family out there and loved ones, everyone who supported me growing up. It was just such a memorable night that I won't forget.
Boys and Girls Club by Asha, Jaden, and Liam.
On Thursday, February 27th, the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Northwest Indiana held its annual Youth of the Year event at Avalon Manor in Maryville. The event was a gala evening honoring exceptional teen club members for their outstanding leadership, service, academic excellence, and commitment to their club and community.
DeMont Boxing Club by Bowdoin.
A former pro fighter and prospect, Jimmy Holmes, who's had an exceptional career in boxing, recently has taken his talents into helping others with the same passion. Helping people physically and mentally outside the boxing room.
I never had a boxing club to go to. When I was a kid, from the time I was a little guy, I always wanted to fight.
Mixtape Restaurant by Francesca.
Seeing Mixtape for the first time since it was Ricochet, it was mind-blowing. It was so much brighter. Ricochet Tacos was more industrial and dark, but Mixtape was more bright. There's a lot of white, blue, red, kind of like an arcade almost. There was a lot of arcade looking things in there.
Katie Offman Profile by DeMurray.
So her attitude is, she's mature for her age, so she's like business, you know what I mean? And so she's always going to have that hard-working attitude. She does the things like takes charges, boxes out, gets on the floor, and those gritty things are what we need. So great attitude, tough worker, and again, brings that maturity and what you really need from a senior leader.
Day the Internet Died by Olivia.
And this play was something that was pretty simple, but it's relatable. No internet for a whole week, for nothing. A lot of people freak out about that.
VHS Choirs by Tim and Max. Did I hear you have nothing to do on October 22nd?
Yes?
Then look no further. Come see Fall Fantasia put on by the Valparaiso High School Choirs on October 22nd at 7 p.m. at the Valparaiso High School Auditorium. See you there.
I am Mr. Regal, Director of Choirs of Valparaiso High School, and I approve of this message.
Those are the nominees for Best Feature Segment of 2024 to 2025.
The winner is Matt Isley with his feature segment on Notre Dame hockey.
Thank you guys for having me. So it's a real pleasure to be here. So thank you.
Best Writer is the new category this year for PC3. When we think about cinema, we often picture the stunning visuals, the powerful performances, the great diction, or the incredible direction. But at the heart of every great film, before a single frame is shot, is the writing. Writing is where it all begins. A strong script creates the blueprint for everything that follows. It builds the characters we root for, the worlds we lose ourselves in, and the stories that stay with us long after the credits roll. Without good writing, even the most talented actors and directors would have nothing to bring to life. These are the students who were voted Best Writer nominees for this year.
You know, throughout the year, a lot of well-written segments, short films, and even audio dramas have come out of PC3. In fact, it's incredibly hard to narrow it down to just 6 due to the sheer amount of good writing we've had to work with. However, the Academy and I have decided on these 6 entries.
What's going on?
We're doing what?
Alex Bregman's the new third baseman for the Boston Red Sox.
That's my job, not his job. He'll play second. I am either playing third base or I'm getting traded.
April 1st, 2006. Columbus, Ohio, around 1:55 a.m. 3 friends are out having a night of partying after a long week of college finals. One of them had even pulled 2 all-nighters to finish his. As the friends continue to drink and talk, one gets separated from the group. His disappearance goes unnoticed. After the bar eventually closes and his friends wait outside for him, he doesn't leave the bar. They simply assume that he left earlier on in the night when they lost sight of him and head on home. Little did these two know that their missing friend would eventually become the most notorious missing person in Ohio State history.
I continued to chomp down through the skin and bone that was residing inside my mouth. I could taste the putrid smell as the rat had clearly defecated one final time before passing. I swallowed the creature, once again using all my strength to resist from throwing up as the furry carcass passed down my throat and into my stomach.
It's been quiet. The kind of quiet that hangs in the air like an old, heavy blanket that suffocates the faintest whisper of life. I wonder if, when I'm done, I'll still walk these empty lanes, or if in the absence of life, even I will cease.
I'm fine. Guys, I don't think she's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. You know, it's okay. You never really had. You're good.
I never really had what?
Nothing. You just kind of like always looked like that, so.
What do you mean?
Nothing. You just kind of.
Of course you would say that.
Congratulations to the winner, and before we go, I just wanted to mention that even those who didn't win should still feel proud of what they made. Y'all did great.
The winner for the Best Writer package is Owen Herring.
Thank you for the entire program, for all your hard work and dedication to the program. Thank you to Mr. Jennings and Mr. Harbath, and thank you to my family for coming here to support me. Thank you, guys.
The last one I get to give out tonight is cinematography. To make great films, you need great writers, but you also need the cinematographers to capture the writer's vision. Cinematography is the art of how a movie looks and feels. It's the careful choice of camera angles, lighting, framing, color, and movement that turns a script into a living, breathing visual experience. It's what's drawn us into the story and makes us feel a part of the world on screen. A good cinematographer doesn't just capture the action, they enhance it. Cinematography speaks to us in ways words never could. The nominees for the Best Cinematographer are...
For this year's award for Best Cinematography, the nominees are Asher Vanderwood with Cinematography Reel, Francesca for The Last, Gavin for Unhinged, and Rocco with Creepypastas, Haley for The Suicide PSA.
The winner is Asher Vanderwood.
I just want to say thank you to my family, thank you to Mr. Harbath and Mr. Jennings, and just thank you to my class. Thanks. Have a good night, guys.
Now I have the honor to introduce the next presenter, who's Adriana Alvarez from one of PC3's newest partner, WJOB and JED TV.
Good evening, everyone. I am honored to be here tonight as part of the PC3 Media Academy Awards, and even more honored to help celebrate the incredible student work being done here across this program. This year marked the beginning of a new and exciting partnership between PC3 Media and JED TV Sports Network, one that has already brought fresh energy, creativity, and talent to our sports coverage, and especially in basketball. Through this collaboration, we had the opportunity to showcase more games, tell more student-athlete stories, and most importantly, help develop the next generation of media professionals right here in the region. At JED TV, we believe in community, storytelling, and opportunity, and this partnership reflects all three. We are proud to stand alongside PC3 and cannot wait to see where it will continue to grow. And now I will be presenting the following awards for Best Live Camera. When we think about sports, we usually think about the athletes, their speed, their strength, and their incredible skills. But behind every unforgettable sports moment we watch at home or in the stadium is another skill, the skill of great camera work. Camera work in sports is essential because it brings the action to life. It follows the fast break in basketball, captures the perfect touchdown pass, and zooms in on the emotion of that last-second victory. Without expert camera operators, we wouldn't experience the intensity, the precision, or the drama of the game nearly in the same way. And here are the nominees for Best Live Camera.
The live camera nominees for this year's award show showcases the incredible talent and innovation behind the lens. These nominees have elevated storytelling through their seamless integration of live visuals, capturing the essence of moments in real time. Let's take a look at our nominees for Best Live Camera. First up, we have Frankie. Up next, Francesca. Following that, we have Emerson.
2-point conversion
for the game here. Biggest play of the game for both teams. It's gonna be a fake. It's gonna be
We got Asher. Next is Olivia. Following that is Haley.
Jesse Overholt. This is long. Dobre going court to court.
wow, putting
what a sweet
him in a trance in the post.
Last but certainly not least, we have Otto.
And the winner for Best Live Camera is Emerson Forster.
Thank you to all who voted me, and thank you to ESPN for taking me. Thank you.
And lastly, I will be presenting Best Sports Talk Show. Now we move on to one of the most contested categories of this year. When we think about the world of sports media, one of the most dynamic and engaging formats is the sports talk show. These shows have become a cornerstone of how fans connect with their favorite sports teams and athletes, and in many ways, they help shape the sports culture as we know it today. Sports talk shows are more than just an analysis. They are where fans can interact, where heated debates can unfold, and where the latest news, rumors, and highlights are broken down and discussed in real time. As we have seen this year, they can also have rough consequences for hosts that get questions wrong. So these are the nominees for Best Sports Talk Show.
Our first nominee for Best Sports Radio Show is The Blitz, with Brendan Gagan and Johnny Clumpy catching you up with everything you need to know football.
That was when I was a Cubs fan. I had an Addison Russell jersey.
Rescinded high five. No, rescinded high five.
You don't
High
like
five.
Addison
I
Russell?
take that back. So rescind that high five.
You don't like Addison Russell?
Do you not know what he did?
No.
Don't. We can't say it on.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm just.
He did bad things. We don't like Addison Russell anymore.
I didn't know, so I don't promote whatever he did, but I had his jersey and I thought he was a cool guy.
The next nominee we would like to talk about is Towing the Rubber, with Devin Alsman and Johnny Clumpy, two Cubs fans catching you up with everything going on in MLB.
But I did watch Kirby Yates come in, and not a single human being on the Cubs be able to see a 93-mile-per-hour fastball down the middle, which was very confusing. Obviously, that's some sort of credit to Kirby Yates' fastball.
Our next nominee is Game Time, with Brody Kosiera and Damari Gordon, covering everything going on in the basketball and football world. Two different sports with two different guys.
He's a hater. We got haters in the.
Nope, not a hater. I'm Damari.
It's the corny button. When you see something like corny, you gotta hit it.
The next entry is another football show. This one is Fantasy Football Talk, with Noah Cena and Braden Olson catching you up with everything going on in the NFL.
Braden Olson.
I forgot to say I'm Noah Cena, but I'm going to bring up...
Think about it. Joey Bosa is getting paid less than him.
Yeah.
Who would you rather have?
Joey Bosa, for sure.
Yeah.
He did not pop up from the start of the season or the end of the season. It's Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. Shedeur Sanders is not good, bro.
Our second to last entry is Hockey Talk, with Matt Isley covering everything you need to know in all of the hockey world, whether it's NHL or college.
All right, so with the Blue Jackets, Matt, they're starting to make a playoff push, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully right now they're in fourth right now. I would definitely consider that, but at least, yeah, hopefully. So, yeah.
Are you a big Blue Jackets fan, Matt?
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay, he's got some loyalty to Columbus.
And our last and final entry is Combat Talk with Sophia Forer, where she covers everything going on in MMA.
The main event.
and Machado Gary versus Carlos Prats from the Fighting Nerds. What are the Fighting Nerds? A group of Brazilian fighters that call themselves the Fighting Nerds. Because apparently they're nerds about something, I don't know, not MMA.
And the winners for Best Sports Talk are Devin Alsman and Johnny Klumke with Towing the Rubber.
I'm going to get us started because he's very bad at intros, but we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, so I'm going to let him do the rest of the talking.
I think me and Johnny are both grateful for our families and everyone from what we've learned from both our teachers and just being able to be motivated from our families. We both love baseball, we both love the Cubs, and that's really the reason that we do this show. So thank you to everyone.
Okay, thank you all. And before I head out to go finish my finals for later today, next on stage is to present a few fun awards, and that is Mr. Bill Guinea. You may know him as the CAD teacher at Porter County Career Center.
Thanks for having me here tonight. My class are big fans of your content. We watch a lot of it. I show it to my class. We watch your movies and a lot of the Friday shows or whatever it's called now. And a lot of your projects, we love it. You should be very proud of it. Whether you win or not, your stuff's really cool. So, as you can probably tell from my hairstyle, I am here to present Most Unusual, Best Game Show, and Most Comedic Segment. Most Unusual, PC3 prides itself on finding students' passion and giving an outlet for the students' creativity. Media audiences are bombarded with endless content daily. Creative approaches, whether in storytelling, design, or messaging, break through the noise and grab people's attention. Without creativity, even important messages risk being ignored. We love to see when students step out and make some of the outside-of-the-box projects. Let's see who thought outside of the box the best this year.
And the nominees for the Most Unusual segment are Connor and Chris with Media Wipe.
Hello and welcome to Media Wipe, the show where we cover all kinds of lost media. I am your host, Connor Bray, and as August runs its course, we begin to get closer and closer to the fall season. The cold temperatures, the orange leaves falling down from the tree.
Max with Wrong Channel.
Yeah, I think I'd just rather use AI.
Gavin and Nicole with Stupid Cupid. And Rocco with Creepy Pasta.
Well, that book was stupid. Nothing would happen after I read this book.
And the winner, Rocco Cardin with Creepy Pasta.
All right, come on up. Good job.
Knew it was coming already, but thank you all, and yeah, looking forward to the future.
Winner of Best Jacket on the stage so far. Best Game Show. One of the favorite things the students like to work on every year are game shows. First and foremost, game shows provide light, accessible entertainment. They offer audiences a break from daily stress, allowing viewers to enjoy suspense, humor, and competition from the comfort of their homes. These are the students who captured this the best this year.
Oh god, people don't treat their sticky notes. This is crumbled up. This means another award, I guess. Alright. Best Game Show. $5 Holla by Emma and Frankie.
Oh no.
Just guess.
I can't guess and it sounds stupid. What am I supposed to say? I'm married. Oh my god.
AM Classes Minute to Win It.
Oh!
Max and Tim's Cookie in a Box.
I do not have the cookies.
I don't have the cookies. It's really good. No! Oh yeah. I might be a detective actually.
Well, that's a wrap on today's game of Cookie in the Box.
Thanksgiving Milkshake by Emma, Tegan, and Frankie.
No. Okay, that one's worse than mine. You got that. That one's worse than mine.
Brody and Damari's Unusual Bet.
Father God, please help me. Amen.
And then The Brew by Me by Rocco Cardin.
Hey, so I'm using my phone a friend feature. Do you know what this tastes like?
Blueberry.
Some pretty good choices here. Well, let's see who wins this category.
The winner is the $5 Holler with Emma Kempworth and Frankie Dexter.
Thanks. Yeah, we love this class. Thank you guys so much for voting us. But yeah, we appreciate it so much.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you guys.
Most
Get you guys to shut up in class, and that's what I did.
That was it. That's all I get. Most comedic segment. It's always fun to watch the students when they tap into their comedic side. Comedy provides an emotional outlet, allowing people to laugh and temporarily escape from the pressures and hardships of everyday life. Especially during difficult times, humorous media can offer much-needed relief and resilience. This group of PC3 students tapped into their comedic side the best.
PC3's Most Comedic Award. Nominee number 1, Dr. Bill.
It's not an addiction. I'm fine. Perfectly fine. No, 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 no.
Nominee number 2, Otto versus Owen.
What? Are you serious? What?
Ever since the incident, they can't even look at each other now. It's just constant arguing.
Nominee number 3, Would We Survive?
I'm not going anywhere near those freaky alien eggs.
Oh, you ain't ready for this.
Nominee number 4, How to Make Your Pants Fit Better.
You just made your big pants small.
Wow! Dude, look at those pants. I want those pants.
Thanks for watching. Is that a weird way to end it?
Nominee number 5, Secret Santa.
I am the comedian of PC3. Man, I'm gonna need you two to come to the back room with me.
Oh! Those were all the nominees for PC3's Most Comedic Award.
Everyone remain calm. There is a tie. Unbelievable. We have a tie between Dr. Bill and the Jesters group of Owen Heron, Adolik Jackson Minder, Haley Stallion, and Chloe Blunk, as well as Secret Santa with producers Damari Gordon, Brody Cosera, and Liam Schatz.
All of you guys can come on up.
Got a big group here.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, go ahead. Yep. All right, head on over.
That one, good job. Who's speaking?
Okay. I think we would like to thank our family and Mr. Harbaugh and Mr. Jennings and Weezer.
Dr. Phil and
That guy, yeah, Dr. Phil.
I like to say to the Jesters, couldn't have done it without me. So
This is true.
I want to thank everyone who was in my video. I want to thank everyone for coming out, especially them over there. They seem to be pretty excited, but some of them couldn't make it today. I want to thank them too, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Thank you to Mr. Harbaugh and Mr. Jennings for putting up with all of our shenanigans.
I second that.
Thank you, everyone. And now let me introduce our next presenter, Advisory Board Member Chris Locken, who carries a number of titles from WIBN FM, WLQI FM, and WRAN AM radio.
All right, it's time for the mispronunciations. How you doing? You know, actually, every one of you students out there and I have something in common, and a little smaller portion of you guys have something in common with me. I, 40 years ago, and a long time ago, used to take the covered wagon to school. I was part of that distributive education at VHS, and I'm a graduate of Boone Grove High School. So you got that going for you. So, hey, I got a bunch of titles, so maybe this could be you in 40 years. So I have more titles than the average bear. Get ready to hear these exciting titles. I am the Program Operations Production Sports Director, and now somehow I managed to become traffic manager of Tuieville Media, which owns the 3 radio stations you just heard. So, like I said, that is my thing, and my connection to this, besides going to the Career Center all those years ago, that gentleman right there. He was my student about, how many years ago?
Like 2, maybe?
I don't know. It all blurs in together. But
we'll go for it.
He's part of the reason this is going the way it is. So he told me one time this was I was the problem with his problem, so I'm throwing it back to him. But anyways, besides teaching at Maryville High School all those years ago, I think it was like 20-some years ago. Might be more. I don't know. You know, it's a blur. But my background, this all starts in Gary, Indiana, in Glen Park to be specific. And it all started in my grandmother's house in my bedroom, who raised me. And I was a weird kid. I used to like to listen to radio at night to try to figure out what was out there. I read a lot, did a lot of weird stuff too. Nothing creepy, just things that people went, what's this guy's problem? What's his deal? But now I get paid to be a little off kilter, hence the commercial writing that I do and everything else. And I have debated for about a week to add this to this. I'm gonna go ahead and do it, but with the proviso, don't think this is bragging. It's more of a shock because I still don't believe it myself. But again, remember, I walked same paths you did at your age, 18, 19 years old, 17, something like that. And I now hold an associate's degree from Vincennes University, a bachelor's degree from Indiana University Northwest, a master's degree in education with emphasis in sports administration, and finally, the one that shocks me the most, I have a master's degree in sports business and intellectual property. That was a pandemic thing. I was bored, so I got a law degree. Don't ask me why. I do, like I said, I do weird things and everything. So it basically just boils down to it. If you want to do it, give it a shot, because there's no regret. You shouldn't have any regrets in life. So just keep that in mind and ask questions, because that's one of the things how you learn. And also, the biggest part of this career, if you choose to go into TV, radio, film, and assorted side projects, is networking. If there's somebody on television, radio, podcaster that you admire, drop them an email. The worst they can do is not answer, or just say, hey, thanks, I appreciate it, and be kind of cold to you. Number one, in this profession, people are a little squirrely, and they will kind of go, uh-oh, this person's good, they might try to take my job. So there's a lot of insecurity that comes with this business too, so just keep that in mind, but don't let it stop you. Just move on, because there's another day, another opportunity out there. So enough of my rambling. We're going to give you the, I'm going to give you what is the best, the Voices of PC3 Award. Is that, which one am I at? See, this is the fun part. See, that's where I was at. Radio gives a voice to local culture. It highlights radio or local artists, promotes small businesses, shares community events. Radio also continues to innovate, from streaming stations online to creating podcasts, engaging in social platforms. Students create radio shows that are blending traditional broadcasting with digital outreach. This year's batch of nominees excelled at creating those shows. The nominees are...
Hello everyone, and today I present you with our top 3 nominees for Best Radio Show. Starting off, we have Emma and Tegan's Pop Off.
Oh wow, this show is really good.
It's really good, guys.
No, it's nice. It's nice. Is that hyperpigmentation?
Changing things up, Ramble and Scramble with Emerson. That used to be my rock, bro. I won't even lie. I haven't listened to that in a fat minute. Chicago.
I just saw Chicago yesterday.
Ending this section off with the final bow, we have Broadway Battle with Tim.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Broadway Battle. Newsies versus Lightning Thief. One show about boys dancing, and another show about a Greek god and the troubled.
A big thank you to the radio shows that have been presented to us this year, and good luck to all those who are nominated. Now, without further ado, the winner of the Best Radio Show.
And those winners are Tegan Cross Street and Emma Campworth with Pop Off. Congratulations.
Thank you. Whoa. Thank you to everyone that has helped us on the show, especially our producers and anyone who has guest starred. Asher, I see you in the back there. Yeah, you are a terrible producer. And thank you to Emma, my best friend in this class. And thank you to Mr. Jennings for helping us get on the air. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And today we want to acknowledge a part of sports that often doesn't get enough credit, the announcers. The voices behind the game, the storytellers that bring you every moment to life. Good announcers are more than just narrators. They bridge between the action on the field and the emotions of the fans. They give the energy to a thrilling touchdown, heartbreak with a missing shot, drama to a tie-breaking goal. Hey, without them, even the most exciting games feel flat and disconnected. At this time, we invite the following voices of PC3 to come to the stage to be honored. Brody Casari, Johnny Clumpy, Devin Alsman, Brendan Gagan, and Noah Sina.
up, guys?
Congratulations. I'll start it.
You guys are announcers.
Anybody with the name Mike? Can you raise your hand? All right, there's my mic check. You get it. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Arvoth and Mr. Jennings. I was only able to do the basketball season, obviously because I played football, but I had a blast, especially with these guys too. You guys make it so fun to do this.
I want to thank everyone I've announced with, these two, even though we've had some disagreements in the booth, a little bit of yelling at each other, but it's been a fun year, especially with these two in general, doing the football games and all the... Oh, my bad.
Nah, it's okay.
Oh, my bad.
It's good.
It was very fun doing the football games with Brody and Johnny, and then calling Brendan on the field himself, getting inside information. It was just great fun being with all these guys and also commentating basketball as well.
I still say it was his personal fault.
No, it was not.
Well, I get to work with all three of these guys in different spots, and they're all great at every aspect of announcing they do. So it was awesome working with you guys. And I want to thank Mr. Harbaugh and Mr. Jennings. And I do want to shout out Brendan because he produces Devin and I's radio show, but we forgot to shout him out earlier. So, good time. I'm sorry. And thank you to all of you for watching the games this year. You guys helped us rack up a lot of views on YouTube, so thank you to everyone.
Thank you very much. And continuing on the sports theme, my pleasure to introduce the Valparaiso girls basketball coach, Mrs. Kelly Krutz.
Thank you for having me. My name is Kelly Krutz. I'm a teacher also at Valpo High School. I recognize a handful of you, and I'm the girls basketball coach as well. This is my first year being part of the Academy Awards. However, my connection to PC3 goes back also to Mr. Harbaugh. Mr. Harbaugh and I actually go much further back, but we're not going to go there. We taught together at Maryville High School for many years, and at Maryville High School we worked very closely. He helped one of our classes, and they produced and broadcasted shows, and he did such a wonderful job with them. And we actually worked really closely together. I brought in a family friend who was a World War II vet, and we had such a wonderful connection in that way. This year in particular, I was interviewed 3 times by the students of this particular class. And I just want to mention, you know, being the adult of the basketball team and being sort of the one in charge, sometimes they say I'm a little intimidating, but I don't think so. But there's so much confidence and poise. Your students were always so prepared. They seemed to genuinely enjoy what they were doing, and they were very professional. So that's a credit to everybody here. The award that I'm going to give is Best Interview. A good interview is more than just a conversation. It's a gateway to deeper understanding. It gives a voice to the people behind the headlines, the artists behind the performances, and the leaders behind the decisions. It humanizes the news. It brings stories to life. In media, a well-done interview can reveal truth, spark emotion, and even change public opinion. But this doesn't just happen by accident. It takes preparation, listening skills, and genuine curiosity. Good interviewers don't just ask questions, they listen carefully, respond thoughtfully, and make their subjects feel heard and understood. Here are the nominees for Best Interview for PC3 this year.
Next up, we have the nominees for the Best PC3 Interview. First up, we have Sophia Voyer's interview with Coach Pat Robinson.
I'm Patrick Robinson. I'm a 4th degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I've trained a lot of different martial arts in my lifetime, but...
Second on the list, we have Jill Young with Gwen Weaver interview.
at all, what differences did you notice between the state fair and the Porter County Fair?
The biggest difference is just the space. There's so much to visit. I felt like I was constantly walking.
Third nominee is Stacy Clark for WNDU Alyssa.
Have you been liking your career so far?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you kind of know what you're going into at any.
Fourth nominee, we have Devin Alsman for Mitch Mullins.
My name is Mitch Mullins. I'm a commander at Post 190 in Hebron, American Legion. I served 34 years in the United States Army and Army Reserve.
From what years did you serve?
I was drafted in 71 and retired in 98.
For our fifth nominee, we have Brody Kosiera for his coach's corner.
Hi, I'm Brody Kosiera, and I'm here with Coach Marshall. The Outpost this week is taking on Crown Point. How is preparing your team this week different from last week, since Crown Point is going to be a much tougher opponent?
Yeah, good question. I think, the biggest thing for us is just minimizing distractions.
Our sixth nominee goes to Johnny Clumpy for Pat Baldwin's interview.
And you guys are wanting to accept that and grow from the adversity. How are you guys using that to try to break out of this skid?
Yeah, first of all, our staff and our players were extremely competitive, and we hate to lose more than we love to win.
Our seventh nominee goes to Emma Campworth for the females basketball coach's corner.
Are you expecting the juniors to take that step up?
Yeah, so our juniors, not only with Lily, but Cadence Clark, she's a junior that's also played a lot of varsity minutes. They're going to have to take leadership roles.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's actually been exciting, crazy. A lot of really good things happening.
For our final nominee, we have yet again Jill Young for WWE Brooks Jensen.
So I just want to hear a little bit about your upbringing and, what got you into this, what really got you into wrestling to begin with?
So not too many people know, but I am a second generation wrestler. My dad wrestled for the WWE. His name was Bull Buchanan, and so I was just born into it, and being born into it is your life.
Bunch of wonderful segments and wonderful nominees, but the winner is...
The winner is Jillian Young with her Morning Bite interview of WWE NXT Superstar Pro Wrestler Brooks Jensen.
Thank you. And Brooks Jensen says thank you too.
Our next award is Best Editor. Editing determines the structure, flow, and emotional arc of a story. Whether it's a film, TV show, podcast, or news article, editing decides what stays, what gets cut, and how the narrative unfolds for the audience. This is a tough category because there are so many different styles of editing. These are the nominees the students chose for this year.
Am I? Who are you? My name's Anaya. I didn't mean to intrude, I swear.
Since I left me flag at home, I simply have to say thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very, very much. You
to take you away from the crowd.
I think we did a pretty good job so far.
I'm here to help the women unlock their potential. We all have the ability.
And then when you cut it together, it looks like this film that you shot 20 angles on. It's just really well.
All right, we have a tie between Asher Vanderwood and Owen Heron.
I just want to say thank you to everyone again, and thank you to Mr. Jennings and Mr. Arbath. Yeah, you would say it.
Yeah, thank you guys for voting me.
Thank you, everyone. Our next presenter brought a whole lot of sweet to PC3 this year. Please welcome Marissa Barnes from Parlor Donuts.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. So I'm the owner operator of Parlor Donuts here in Northwest Indiana, and proud sponsor of PC3 Media. And today I have the honor of introducing the category for Best Commercial. So iconic commercials often become part of popular culture, influencing language, fashion, values, and humor. Memorable slogans, jingles, and ad characters can stay with audiences for years. Because commercials often need to grab attention and communicate quickly, they push creative boundaries. Some commercials tell powerful, emotional stories in just 30 or 60 seconds, showcasing storytelling at its most efficient and inventive. These are the nominees that showcase this the best.
Over the course of the school year, we have witnessed so many creative and different types of commercials. Now it's time to find out the fan favorite commercial.
The nominees are Gauge the Real Estate by Tegan and Jaden.
If you are ready to embark on this amazing journey, reach out to the Gauge Group at Realty Executives at 219-771-5634 and let the Gauge team make your dreams come true.
Towing the Rubber promo by Johnny and Devin.
This is Towing the Rubber. I'm Devin Alsman.
I'm Johnny Klumpy.
During the season, we recap the games and Cubs news every episode, and then we'll add in a couple different segments.
Valparaiso Choir promo by Tim and Max.
Then look no further. Come see Fall Fantasia put on by the Valparaiso High School Choirs on October 22nd at 7 p.m. at the Valparaiso High School Auditorium. See you there.
I am Mr. Regal, Director of Choirs of Valparaiso High School, and I approve of this message.
Sports Collectible Shop by Jaden and Asher. Polar Donuts, Santa is Coming to Town by Owen and Harley.
Happy holidays from Parlor Donuts and PC3.
Coke by Asher. Sadie's Town by Gavin and Nicole.
In a world where the line between myth and reality blurs, where love dares to challenge fate, this song echoes through the under.
And the winner is...
All right, so the winner, ironically, is Parlor Donuts. Santa is coming from Owen Heron and Harley Bashirs.
I just want to say that was not planned.
Come on.
Thank you, Parlor Donuts, and our teachers and our families.
Yep, thank you guys. I think Jennings is getting tired of seeing me up here. So, thanks, guys.
Okay, well, I can tell you don't win this one. The next award we're going to present is for the best PSA. PSAs educate the public about critical issues such as health, safety, environmental protection, or social justice that people might otherwise overlook. They help bring hidden or complex problems into public view. Timely PSAs about dangers like drunk driving, disease outbreaks, or natural disaster preparedness can directly save lives by informing people how to respond in emergencies. The students are taught that a PSA should make the viewer uncomfortable. To relay the message appropriately, the viewer must feel something. These students did a great job of eliciting those feelings.
These are the nominees for the best PSA we have. Suicide by Haley and Chloe. Don't Do Drugs by Emma and Frankly. Anti-Bullying by Damari, Brody, and Uriah. And Don't Text Strangers by Jill, Nicole, and Gavin. And Clean Water by Noah Sina. Drinking and Driving by Francisca and Jude. And Save Power by Zach and Dean.
He's cute, but like, are you sure you should talk to him if you haven't met him?
It's fine.
Okay.
We want to thank everyone for making these PSAs. It was a tough battle, but going to the end, now let's present the award.
Okay, so the winner for the best PSA package is Haley Stallion and Chloe Blanc for suicide prevention.
I just want to say, well, first, thank you to Chloe. But if you're struggling, talk to someone and take it seriously. So, thank you, though.
All right, thank you. And up next is former PC3 MVP and current Huntington University student, Emmy Malone.
Okay, hi. So I'm Emmy. I was the 2023 MVP because I graduated 2 years ago, which is so scary. And as of 4 hours ago, I'm officially a college junior, which is so weird. I've been studying at Huntington University, double majoring in film and TV production because of these guys, and they helped me figure out what the heck I want to do with my life, which is so fun because that's Anyways, but yeah, they've been great, and I love these guys so much, and they're awesome. And now, because of them, I'm working on my first feature film this summer, so it's gonna be so great. So yeah, so going right into film, I'm here to announce a short film. So filmmaking is storytelling at its most powerful. Since the beginning of time, humans have used story to understand the world, to share their experiences, and to pass down lessons from one generation to the next. Filmmaking simply gave us a new and profound way to continue that tradition, using sights, sounds, emotion, and imagination to tell us stories that can cross boundaries of time, language, and culture. Films have that power to shine in a light of injustice or give a short escape from everyday life. They can draw our emotions and take us for a ride. These films succeeded this year in doing just that. Be proud of your accomplishments this year. Here are the nominees for short film.
Behind every short film is a spark of creativity, passion, and much more to create these amazing stories, but only one can take the lead. Sam's Plate by Tim.
Good morning, Mr. Sam. How are you?
I'm doing well. My granddaughter just added me.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
What can I get started for you today?
I think I'm just going to have my usual.
All right. Here's a magazine while you wait.
Okay. Thank you.
The Mimic by Dean and Zach.
Did you say it was by the newspapers?
The Last by Jude and Francesca.
In the absence of life, even I will cease. Soon, I'll know.
Unhinged by Gavin and Nicole. Found footage by Otto and Jackson.
But we're gonna try and head to bed. Been hearing some more weird noises out there. We're pretty sure they're just raccoons, you know. But yeah, we're just gonna, head to bed.
Yep.
Creepypastas by Wako.
Do we need to pay for it, or? No, it's free. Wait a minute, I told you this. Oh. Okay. Idiot.
And the winners are Francesca Plata and Jude Parker for Last.
Okay, I want to say thank you to Mr. Hawath and Mr. Jennings for like helping us and supporting this idea. Thank you to Jack for starring in it and being deaf. And thank you to Francesca, because if she didn't come up with this idea, it wouldn't have happened. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harbaugh and Mr. Jennings and Jack and Jude. I would have never done it without you guys. Thank you. Alrighty. So next up is Best Cameo. A cameo might only last a few seconds, but when done right, it can create a moment that the audience never forgets. It's a brief spark that electrifies the story, reminding us of the magic that movies can create. A great cameo does more than simply flash a famous face on screen. It fits naturally into the story, adding a new layer of meaning, humor, or excitement without pulling us out of the world that we're watching. It's an art-balanced surprise with storytelling. When perfectly placed, a cameo rewards the audience's attention. This was the best cameos this year.
Over the year, we've had a bunch of cameos that stood out. Some weird, some hilarious, all memorable. Here are the top picks.
That's what. Hey! You can't put your finger in his face he can't see! Look at you go! He got the milk! I can't see. No,
You can't see.
just hold. We'll see you on the flip side.
Make some Oreo Grinch balls. Now that we have all our Oreos crushed, we're gonna add them to our bowl. You wanna have your cream cheese at room temperature. That has been another 30 seconds of magic. Now they're just gonna set and the chocolate's just gonna need to harden for a little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Awesome.
harden.
I mean, look how delicious these are.
Hey man. Hey man.
Jesus!
Don't walk over there, man. Hey.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
That bad stuff is over there. You don't want to see the ghost, dude.
Alright. So, Brooke, what do you think about the yellow skill?
I think it's really good. A 4
Yummy.
out of 4, definitely.
And Jamie, what do you think about the yellow skill?
I think that it is a 3.5 out of 4.
Watching the video, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Yo, can I still get my ball back?
Are you the man?
What do you want from me, laddie?
I'm being followed.
Followed, you say?
By a turkey.
Turkey?
Yes.
Hold on a minute.
Please, I can't. Away. No, 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 no. Ah, 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 ah. Well.
We'll go to the record diner. Sit wherever you like. I'll be with you shortly. Hello, my name's Emily. I'll be your server today. What can I get started for you?
I think I'll try Sam's plate.
As Sean described the dynamic,
I think the direction they take the story with the pacing, because this is Romeo and Juliet, so like they take that entire story and use it. And I really like the Romeo and Juliet story, so that's probably where I like have a bit of favoritism for it. But
that's it for the Cameo Awards. Props to everyone who got the chance to be nominated. Good luck to you all.
Alrighty, and the winners are Harley Berkshires and Timothy Clement.
I would just like to say that Santa costume that Otto wore, that is my costume. So, talk for that.
Thank you, everybody.
So what's a film without actors? A good actress is not just someone who memorizes lines and shows up on set. She is the heart and soul of the movie. Through her, the audience feels the story and not just watches it. Her performance can make us laugh, cry, hope, fear, and dream. She has the extraordinary ability to turn a fictional character into someone we believe in, someone who we care about. Here are the nominees for Best Actress.
Here are our nominees for Best Actress. Jude Parker for The Last. I wonder if you'd even recognize me now. So much has changed, so much has gone. I fear that death will find me before I can find my purpose. Nicole Treese for Unhinged. Haley Stallion for Suicide PSA. Tegan Cross-Street for Various Works.
I'm so totally over it. You don't get it. You don't have to be motherless, huh? My mom's even visit me anymore.
And the winner is Jude Parker.
Thank you again. I was not expecting this one. Just thank you for voting for me. Thank you.
Alrighty, next up is my favorite person who I dragged with me to Huntington University, our reigning MVP, Miss Lana Cantu.
Hello, I am Lana Cantu. You may know me as somebody who did this or that, or some other things. I like to edit, I like to make movies. I like to do just about a little bit of everything, and you know, sometimes I go a little off script, so you never know with me. But, you know, I just think every day's a holiday, so.
If you listened to PC3 radio over the last year, you just dropped about 6 references.
I really like radio. Right now I'm at Huntington University, and it's been a lot of fun to use everything that I've learned from PC3 and take it with me and build upon all of that with the projects that I'm in. And, you know, I've been able to have a lot of opportunities because I was kind of ahead because of the stuff I've learned here. So. It's been a lot of fun. I am looking forward to summer holiday break though. I've heard that there's been some great holiday segments, so let's get into our best holiday segments. The holidays can be a stressful time for many. Lighthearted, magical, scary, or comedic holiday movies give people a mental break, offering an escape into a simpler, often idealized world where problems are overcome and happiness feels achievable. These are the nominees for Best Holiday Segment.
Autumn smiles, homemade, I turn up, round. Autumn decoration, I down. You can
10, 15 years ago, my son and I were actually putting up some lights. The neighbor across the street, Cardinals fan, Cubs fans, we were constantly competing back and forth with different things.
But, you know, you have failures constantly, right? Failures are your greatest teachers. You know, failure can make you doubt yourself and run away from the challenge, or failure can give you the lessons to face the next challenge.
Yo, can I still get my ball back?
It's the same day.
For this.
Colonizing the moon! Liam Payne's up there in the stars as we speak.
And the winners in one of the closest votes yet are Owen Heron, Jackson Minder, and Harley Beeshears with Would You Survive?
Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you again.
Men of very few words, but you need a lot of words in order to review something. So going on to our best review segments. In today's world, we are surrounded by an overwhelming amount of content. Films, TV shows, podcasts, articles, social media posts, and so much more. But not all content holds the same value. That's why reviewing content's value is so important to society. These nominees did the best at helping us sift through all the content.
From Minecraft to McDonald's, we've reviewed it all this year. Games, food, random stuff, you name it. Here are some of the reviews that stuck with us, for better or worse.
Hey guys, so today it's me, Liam Shaw with PC3 Media, and I'm bringing back...
But I digress. The thing I'm trying to talk about is she's alive when the third movie starts. And off screen between the second and third movie, they break up.
No, it's an alternative universe. So in that universe, they break up.
You're telling me that they're just gonna break off screen. I'm sorry, it feels like they shouldn't have done that unless, if they gave us a scene of them doing it, that's different.
Well, they kind of did. They hinted towards it, but even then, we got the twisted version of when she was messing with his mind.
It's me, Tegan, and today I'm back and with another movie review. This week's movie is the long-awaited Minecraft movie. I recently saw this movie with my friends, and let me tell you, it's very eventful. Whether people were yelling chicken jockey in the theater, Jack Black was singing, or Jennifer Coolidge was flirting with a villager, this movie is filled with thrilling scenes and fun moments.
Hey guys, it's Sophia, and today we'll be reviewing Captain America: Brave New World.
first 2 Doom games as a collective bundle called Doom 1+2. Now, I was a bit hesitant to cover it at first due to the, admittedly, low standard of quality when it comes to re-releases these days.
Severance forces us to ask, if we had the choice, would we separate ourselves from pain? Or is suffering an essential part of what makes us human? As Mark and Helly fight for the truth, they remind us that identity isn't just something we are given. It is something we must fight to keep.
Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not coming.
Whether they were 5 stars or total roast, those reviews definitely left a mark. Now let's get to the winner.
Now this wasn't a close vote, it was a tied vote. And our winners are Francesca Plata with her Severance review and Emerson Forster with her Deadpool vs. Wolverine review. Thank you. Thank you again.
Where's my award? You didn't expect me to show up today? But real talk, I was here last year and seeing like all the different people and all the different projects that they've done is outstanding. And I'm very happy for everyone here that's worked over these years. So thank you.
Earlier we had Best Actress, but every actress needs a good actor. Good acting transforms words on a page into real, believable human experiences. Through facial expressions, body language, and voice, actors help audiences feel emotions, joy, sadness, fear, hope, and deeply connect with the characters' journeys. They make fictional worlds seem real and relatable. Well, let's see who did it the best this year.
PC3 has some of the most talented actors, but only one can come out on top. Presenting Gavin. Uriah. Demari. Brody. Otto. Owen. Tim's Uncle Sam. And Jack.
And our winner is Damari Gordon. But I mean, special shout out to Tim's Uncle Sam and Jack, am I right? Thank you so much for having me. And next up, we get to hear from the radio lead and streaming manager for PC3, your friend and mine, who I learned absolutely nothing from, Mr. Rich Jennings.
Now, first off, Lana, here's the problem. They don't know that inside joke. But did you guys happen to hear the transitions? I wonder where she learned that from. Never heard, right? Okay, we're gonna move on to a special award that I gave out last year. And I can honestly tell you that I did not think going into this year that we were going to give it out again. It was gonna be a one-time award. And with this year, I was pleasantly surprised by one of the students. I can't put into words how impressed I've been with their dedication to improving the radio station as a whole. Last year, the award that was created was called the Radio Legacy Award. And we give a plaque out, and there's also a picture that goes up in the radio room. And as the year went on, one student who continued to improve and dedicate a ton of time to the radio station, I am proud and somewhat saddened to say that the Radio Legacy Award is back this year and going to a well-deserved student. The 2025 PC3 Radio Legacy Award is Sophia Porter.
I'm sorry, I didn't really expect this. I really have to say thanks to especially Jennings, even though we do argue a lot of sass that I learned from him. Thank you to Harvath for just believing in me. I am an MMA girl at heart, and I want to thank you especially. This is going to be hard for me. My dad. If it wasn't for you, I would not be in the sport. And thank you to Jennings once again for putting up with me, because it is me, I'm annoying, I know. But thank you to both of you guys, and I would not be where I am, especially with Combat Talk, if it weren't for these guys. So we can give it a hand for these guys.
It's always a very hard one for me to give out every year, and I really have to rethink the scheduling for next year. I really should have put that at the beginning of my presentation. Okay. This year, we are going to honor, we're going to do something a little different than we've done in years past. As many of you know, every year we go down to Indianapolis to Butler University to compete against other schools from around the state. This school has had a lot of success in the past. Over the last 5 or 6 years, it's been up and down. But I am proud to say that this year, pleasantly, was our best year that we've had in quite some time, with our finishing spots for IASB. So what we're going to do is we're going to recognize all of the people that finished in a place at IASB. So please, could Christopher Boringer, for honorable mention for adapted radio drama, if you could come on up. Francesca Plata and Jude Parker, honorable mention, short film. Ashley Vanderwood, honorable mention, cinematography. We've got the PC3 crew for the Valpo versus Chesterton sectional football broadcast. Now what we're going to do with this one is, everybody that was on that broadcast, if you could just kind of stand up and be recognized, because there was quite a few of you. I am proud to say, though, that my daughter was on the scoreboard for that, but she won't stand up.
Before we continue, we would like to take a moment to honor our 5 IASB award winners from our annual state competition. To begin with, we have an honorable mention in the short film category, The Last, by Jude Parker and Francesca Plata.
Is this how it ends? Everything for nothing?
Not for nothing. It's just my job.
Next, we have an honorable mention in the cinematography category, Asher Vanderwood. Next, we have an honorable mention in the adopted radio drama category, Christopher Boehringer.
Sergeant Baker, how do you know it was a homicide?
Well, Mrs. Brown took careful plans to watch the soup pan and the soup dishes before she served the rest of her meals.
In third place, we have live sports coverage by Devin Olsman, Johnny Klumpe, Brody Cassiara, Brendan Gagan, and the entire crew of the Chesterton vs. Valpo sectional championship game.
Pressure. They put 8 guys in the box, no safeties deep in just no time.
Yeah, getting through and taking them down. They're going to talk this over. They're not going to take a field goal here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Finally, we have Owen Heron with a first-place win for his original radio drama, The Macabre Trials.
I continued to chomp down through the skin and bone that was residing inside my mouth. I could taste the putrid smell as the rat had clearly defecated one final time before passing. I swallowed the creature, once again using all my strength to resist from throwing up as the furry carcass passed down my throat and into my stomach.
Congratulations to all of these incredibly hardworking students for these accomplishments.
Okay, next up, we've got... Oh, and finally, last but not least, we've seen him enough tonight. I don't think we need to bring up Owen Heron for his first place finish, do we? Owen had the first place original radio drama in the entire state of Indiana.
All right, let's hear it one more time because as the students have heard, Mr. Jennings and I rant a lot about what we think is wrong with the IASB competition. And let me tell you, there's going to be some changes coming in the next few years, and when we talk about legacy, it's what all of you have built as far as that contest goes. But to go down and compete against almost 35 schools in IASB, there's 70 schools in the state of Indiana that have radio and TV programs, and over 30 of them belong to the IASB. And what these students have done as far as place down there, like Mr. Jennings said, is quite an accomplishment because we brought home the most awards that PC3 has had in years. So give these students a round of applause one more time.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Now we're going to move on to another one. This one's another special one. This award is one that both Mr. Harvath and I hold in very high esteem here in PC3. We have a ton of events and projects, sometimes too many, that we take on every year. As anyone in media knows, you have to be able, when things get crazy, to look at a student and just know that they're going to do what you ask them to do. This year, we were lucky to have 3 of them. 2 of which are juniors, and I'm proud to say are coming back next year in leadership roles for the PC3 radio. Now, if I could just get Frankie Dexter to fail, we could have all 3 come back. This year's Count on Me Award winners are Frankie Dexter, Timothy Klemek, and Max Wojciechowski.
I will say briefly with the Count on Me Awards, there's many times with these students that they might finish their work early or we might have a request for them. And all our students step up to the plate when we have these requests about going out and filming the horticulture class or going to the Boys and Girls Club or putting together a package with 2 hours to go or to edit together something. These 3 students really stand out and have done an incredible job this year. And like I said, if only Frankie can go back next year, we'd be in good shape. And Max and Tim did some incredible work. So thank you again to this crew. And thank you to all our students as well. There's a lot of stuff that's put on our plate, and we thank you.
Thank you. It's going to be a great year next year, and I'm super excited for what's to come.
This was an unexpected one. Thank you to everybody. It's going to be a great year next year. Hope to see you all again.
Thank you so much. I have such a fun time editing in class, and this guy over here saying, we have to deal with all your bullcrap in class. I just have to say, I'm nervous, man. What did I do? But thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
I said I was going to have you back next year. Why am I catching strays? I'm going to rethink that one. All right, now we get to move on to something that everybody has been waiting for. First thing we're going to do is our PM Rookie of the Year. The Rookie of the Year goes to the best first-year student in PM. Rookie of the Year is an award that goes to the first-year student that students feel was the most talented as well as the most selfless attitude. I think this is well-deserved. This student came in and dove in right away and gave many hours to our after-school events. This person stepped out of their comfort zone and really became a good TD and was a major help to our live streams. And boy, am I glad that I talked her into it from ESPN. This year's PM Rookie of the Year is Miss Emma Campworth.
This was really unexpected. Thank you so much. I didn't think I deserved it, and that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I'd like to thank Jennings for convincing me to come here, and my parents for just keep pushing me. So yeah, thank you.
Well, Emma gets her award. I have to say that you may notice the blue screen behind me, which means our system died here at Ivy Tech, so what good timing, because we have no more videos to show, so God bless.
Okay, well, with that being said, let's just move on to our AM Rookie of the Year. Now, this student's creativity, skill, and passion has been on display throughout the year. She has been to many of our games, is always ready and eager to learn new skills, and is always willing to try new challenges, even if they're scary. We can't wait to see what's going to bring to the table in 2026 as she takes over as the music director for what is now known as PC3 Radio. Stay tuned. Our AM Rookie of the Year is Haley Stallion.
Oh wow, bro. You're about to make me cry. Well, I'd like to say thank you, Mr. Harboss, just for being you. Mrs. Jennings, thank you for being you. And thank you, Beyonce. Oh my God.
Now has come the time when I have to give up the mic, thank God. And I just want to say again, thank you to everybody that has made this year so incredible. And I also want to give a big thank you to the man that helps me through this entire thing. He tries to say that I'm his rock, but I believe it's the other way around. Let's hear from Mr. Harbaugh for the next few awards.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jennings. I have the privilege of handing out our Most Improved Awards, and let me tell you, the Most Improved categories are some of the hardest ones to give out. Almost every student has shown improvement throughout the year. We've had some truly great projects to look back on. This year, we opened up more of the voting to students to see who they thought improved throughout the year. And let me tell you, it was all over the place. For the AM class, the student improved in many aspects. From their on-air work to producing radio shows to their editing skills and even behind the mic, the student is truly deserving of this award. Our AM Most Improved student, Brendan Gagan.
I just want to say that Brendan was actually on the mic for one of my most favorite moments that we've had in all the years I've been doing this. We were doing a basketball game at Couch, halftime hits, and he looks at me and says, "My phone's at 1%, I gotta run down and I gotta charge it." Okay, well, we have chargers sitting here, and I couldn't figure out what was happening until he came back up, bouncing like he was a 12-year-old, to tell me the news. And I told him, I said, wait, we can't say anything until we start the third quarter. And if those of you that watched the game, you would have seen Brendan announce
that the college I committed to for football called me and offered me during halftime when I was calling the game. And I don't know what, there was no charges up there. I don't know what, there was no charges.
There was charges.
There was no charges.
There was charges.
You got 100 courts up there. I don't know what am I supposed to do?
And the coolest thing about it is, what did you tell your coach when he called?
I told him I was calling the game. I said, I can call you back if you need to, but I mean, I don't know how.
All right. Just commitment right there to PC3.
Yeah, that was definitely that was a crazy night, especially because the first half of that game was really good too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and Johnny ran out. Johnny actually held the door for me because the door was locked. So thank you, Johnny, for holding the door for me. But I didn't really know for Most Improved. Last year during my junior year, I was talking to my guidance counselor, and I'm not the smartest in the classroom, so she told me that I should probably take a vocational instead of trying to meet the requirement SAT score, which, yeah, she's right. So, and I only had like 3 options to choose from, and I saw radio and TV, and then the other ones were like plants or something. I was like, yeah, okay, I was like, radio and TV looks fun. And then I realized it was PC3, and the only way I knew PC3 is because when we played football, all the football guys like go back and watch PC3.
I knew they did.
So that's the only way I knew. And then first day of school, I'll never forget, Harvath says okay every 20 seconds when he's talking to the class. And Mr. Jennings always had a Diet Mountain Dew in his hand. And I was just looking around. And at the time, I only knew Peyton. And Peyton's pretty quiet. So I was just kind of there. I was just like, this is going to be a long year. And then I met Devin and Johnny and built a friendship with them. And I met so many other of my classmates. And it's been really a great experience, and I can't be more grateful for these 2 teachers, especially with all the classmates. So thank you guys very much.
Okay. So now, let's move on to our PM Most Improved. Now, for our PM Most Improved student, again, this was one of the hardest categories to decide. I tell you guys, when we opened this up to student voting, the skews were everywhere, all over the place, which means everybody improved. That makes me really happy. However, the improvement shown by not just one, but both of these students has been simply undeniable. Watching both of these students step out of their shells, constantly ask questions to improve their projects throughout the year, is why I'm still doing this job after nearly 16 years. So give it up. Our PM Most Improved students are Stacy Clark and Olivia Ozanis.
can, if not, you're fine too.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming and supporting us, and thank you to Mr. Jennings and Mr. Harbaugh for helping me come out of my shell.
I just wanted to say thank you, and thank you to these two amazing teachers right here. I didn't think I was actually going to win this because my skills in the beginning of the year were awful, terrible. And so, yeah, they've definitely really improved, and I'm excited to come back next year. Thank you.
We're very excited to have both of them back next year, so it's going to be a great year. All right, at this time, I would like Miss Lana Cantu, Miss Emmy Malone, and Mr. Jennings is already on the stage, so you guys come on up, because it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to announce our 2024-2025 PC3 Class MVP Award. To say this student goes above and beyond is an understatement. He has worked on nearly every live sporting event this year, has put together several outside projects, is the voice of reason within the AM class, has served as the equipment manager, and, judging by our student voting and seeing his conduct inside the class, is truly loved and respected by all his peers. Most of the time, and Mr. Jennings can back me up on this, the kids don't go to us. They go to this kid, they go to this man, and they go to this amazing talent. To see his improvement and contribution to the brand of PC3 for the past 2 years has been an experience as an educator that I will cherish forever. At this time, everybody stand up and please celebrate our 2024-2025 PC3 MVP, the one and only Harley Bashirs.
Now, I understand, I was told earlier tonight that somebody told their parents that they didn't need to come. Let me explain something to you. The reason that we do not have 2 MVPs this year, it wasn't even close, son.
Thank you, Jennings and Harvath, and Lana. You guys all taught me a lot from last year to this year. Thank you all.
Alrighty, as I promised to Mr. Bessich earlier today, we kept it at 2 hours and 10 minutes. We kept it under plan. So I want to truly thank all the parents, all the students, everybody who came out to support your learners tonight, because without all you guys, PC3 wouldn't be what it is today. One more time, let's hear it for all of your students.
If we can, I do want to say a special thank you to Mr. Carmack's machining class, because these are actually the awards that almost all of the students are going home with. We just had a sourcing issue with the acrylic, and he has done an amazing job of designing and laser etching these, and students will be getting these hopefully by Friday is the plan. So,
Thank you for all the students who voted. Thank you for all the parents for coming out. Everybody please drive home safe and enjoy the rest of the school year. We'll see you next time.